What's up, everybody? It's AJ with eTrailer.com. Today we're going to be checking out the Yakima Skinny Warrior rooftop cargo basket on our 2022 Subaru Outback Wagon. The Skinny Warrior fits nicely on your Subaru factory roof rack. That's what we're using today. Now, the one thing is that since there's not much overhang, there's not a lot of space up here on the roof rack. But you can see the Skinny Warrior fits up there with room to spare. So it's nice that it doesn't take up that much space. And the open space on this side over here, you could add probably a bike rack on there or maybe a ski carrier or something like that. That way you can maximize the capacity of your roof. Whole thing's made out of a black powder coat steel, so you don't have to worry about if you want to just leave it on your roof all the time. It's going to be all right. The elements aren't going to bother it. Now it mounts with these clamps here, and they go, so what you do is the hand knobs, you can just loosen this. It's a tool-free install. I really like that. It makes it easy. So I'm loosening this one so I can show you. This swings underneath your bars, and this is how you just tighten with your hands on both sides. Let's go ahead and loosen it so I can show you. There's like a T-bolt in there, and you can slide this off of that T-bolt or spin it off of there, and it will release this side. I can just spin this off there. There we go. Sorry, I can't see it from my side, everybody. Just kind of going by feel, just needs to go a little bit more. There we go. So then you just rotate it out of the way, and that's as easy as it is to uninstall it, or when you go to install it, you just line up like this. One thing I do like about that is no tools needed. The other thing is nice is you can leave this part like this when you go to lift this up and set it on your roof. That way you don't have to fully install everything from scratch. That can be some kind of a pain on other cargo carriers where you have to use the U-bolts and run those here yourself. You can just leave this one attached, so when you set it down, everything's right here where you need it. In each one of these, you'll just spin it back here, line this up, and tighten it back down. Super easy to get installed. Something I will mention though is if you do plan to leave this on your roof at all times, Yakima does make a locking cap you can buy for this. So it'll go, instead of these plates, these steel plates here on the top, there'll be a different one that goes up there and actually can lock in. That way you can lock it up and then nobody can mess with it when you're not around. And you can also get the lock cores matched with any of your other Yakima accessories. So maybe you have a bike rack on the back, you can actually get new cores, match them all up, and just have one key for all of it. Now let's get some measurements. We're gonna go from the top of our factory roof bar here to the top of the basket just to see how much it actually adds to your vehicle. Looks like it's right there at 7 inches, so it's gonna add 7 inches of height to your existing factory bars. Another measurement to look at is how tall it is from the inside. So we're gonna go from the bottom of this, or the top of this bar here, sorry, to the top of this bar here to the side. It looks like it's 4.5 inches of height. So from here to here, you have 4.5 inches. That's good to keep in mind, just if you throw a cooler in here or your bags, you know that you have at least this buffer that they won't just like fall off or tip over when you go to tie them down. Now the measurements we wanna look at is probably inside, so you can see usable space. So we're gonna go inside to inside. And then it looks like we're right there at 21 inches. And then probably from front to back too for that. And it looks like that's gonna be about, let me try and hold the tape measure steady, about 54 inches of space from front to back too. So just keep that in mind with whatever you're visualizing, throwing in here and carrying on your journey. Looking up front here, it does include a wind visor, so that's just gonna cut down on that wind noise and drag. So that's a good thing there, but it can be removed. It's just got some hand knobs on the back side. You can just remove those and pop it off. That way, if you extend, like get an extended load, like maybe you get some long 2x4s or some lumber, you can actually slide it through these bottom portions here and keep that on your roof. That way you don't have to fold down the seats and put it on the inside. Now coming to the back side, something nice about this one is it fits pretty well on your Subaru because you can open the back hatch with that still on there. There is a slightly longer version of this one, and that's not gonna work because it's gonna come out and extend past that, so you would lose that hatch access. Overall, I think it's a great cargo carrier, especially for the Subaru Outback, because of that limited space with that factory roof rack. There's no overhang like I mentioned earlier. You have that limited, that's it, just right there in the middle, and you could still take advantage of it and carry stuff here and fit something on the other side with the Skinny Warrior. Well, I think that about does it. Thanks for hanging out. I hope this helps.